I'm telling you, I'm not gonna address these problems again of, oh, don't use your phone while doing work. I'll be sharing with you principles for work, productivity, and focus that almost no one talks about. And these things are gonna help you way more than any app or the Pomodoro technique. Bro, I'm not gonna tell you about the Pomodoro technique. So there are a lot of things that can impact your focus and especially how you get work done. And one of these common factors is not actually a tip, I'm just gonna tell you this because it's actually really important. It's indoctrination. It's people and teachers telling you what to do. Now, I'm not here to talk shit about the school system again. I'm just telling you, you've been conditioned to only doing the work that someone has told you to do. I mean, you usually only do the work that an authority figure has told you to do. And this is why many young guys in school struggle to start a business or a side hustle. You know what? Not even just in school. If you have like an average 9-to-5 job, there's still someone telling you exactly what to do. Now, obviously, this is not everyone. You probably do something out of school, but I'm just telling you this because a lot of us are not used to doing the extra work. Work that no one has told you to do, but would bring you forward more than anything. And not just in businesses or in side hustles. With any kind of job, there's multiple types of people. There's the people who do the extra work, and they're the ones who get the raise, who get the promotion, who get recognized by their boss. While there's the other guy who's doing the bare minimum to get the paycheck. I mean, they never learn to do the work independently from any requirements. But if you don't learn to do the work outside of the requirements, you're not gonna make it because of this weird psychology that's been fed into us that we only have to do the work that an authority figure has told us to do. And this is not the only issue that 90% of people are facing right now, because another silent killer of focus, hard work, and productivity is actually hidden very deep within our lives, and it's called decision fatigue. There's actually been a study that an average human makes around 35,000 decisions every single day. So let's say you're there in the morning trying to decide what to eat for breakfast. That's probably gonna be like 100 micro decisions on its own. So you're thinking, oh, I haven't ate any pastry in a while, and mom just bought these fresh baked goods, but that actually might not be so good because I could cross my calorie limits. Suddenly, you're doing all these advanced mathematical calculations, but then you remember you have some cereal that's about to expire, so you might just want to eat that before throwing it out. But again, your best bet is just eating eggs. So finally, it's eggs. No. Because now you have to figure out if you want them sunny side up or maybe scrambled with some ham and cheese. And so at the start of your day, you've already used like 20% of your daily brain points. So this is the next principle, brain points. It kind of connects to our previous topic about making too many decisions. So brain points. You can imagine in a video game, you have this bar of like energy, and basically everything you do, it drains that bar. So in games, you call this like the XP bar or the mana bar. Here, we're just gonna call it BP. Brain points. Now let's say that you start every day with 60 brain points. You wake up and you have 60 BP. So what's the first thing you do in the morning? You grab and check your phone. You quickly just blaze through the DMs, maybe check your email, or check the view count on that new video you posted last night. That's probably gonna cost you like 10 brain points. So now you start the day with 50. Then you figure out what you want to wear for today. That's 2 brain points. You make breakfast, another 4 brain points. There's a funny Andrew Tate video where he says you're too broke to cook. And a lot of big entrepreneurs will say this. You're not rich enough to cook, and genuinely you're not. All the normies are thinking they're saving money when they cook, but no, because you're losing brain points and you're losing time. And when you realize that time is what you need to get shit done, and you actually start valuing your time, then you're gonna realize that it's not worth cooking right now because you're genuinely losing a lot of brain points and time. And this is a problem that a lot of people are facing. Why can't you do that hard task that you wanted to do today? Because you don't have the required brain points. If that focused 2-hour time block of YouTube video recording takes up like 25 brain points, but you've only got 17 left because you have spent them all on these worthless tasks. And we're gonna come back to how high value a task is later in the video. The next factor that connects to brain points, because we're not done and you probably have a lot of questions. So the next factor is to think of the half-life of your decisions. So you probably heard this term in chemistry or physics. When you look at the half-life of an atom or a particle, you're basically referring to the length of its lifespan and its effect. So when you're thinking about the half-life of a decision, you're looking at how long the effect of that decision lasts. And obviously, to save yourself from decision fatigue and save yourself a lot of valuable brain points and time, you're gonna want to make decisions that last for longer. So obviously you want to save as many brain points as possible. But if you decide your tasks every day separately, the effect of these decisions is only gonna be a few hours long at most. If you make a decision of what you want to wear for today, then the effect of that decision is only gonna be about 10 hours long. But if you would go extreme and start wearing the same simple stuff every single day, you're genuinely gonna save a lot of brain points because the effect of the decision of what to wear is now gonna last a lot of time. And the same with deciding your breakfast. If you would say, I'm gonna eat 3 scrambled eggs every single day for the rest of my life, even though it's probably not gonna be for the rest of your life, but even if you would just stick to that for 3 months, that's still so many decisions saved. The half-life of that decision is 3 months long, which is huge. Let me give you one final example before telling you how to use everything that I just taught you to improve your focus. So let's say you decide when to go to the gym every time. You might even be changing up the days. You probably see by now why that's really bad. But what if you would schedule your workouts for every week? And what if you did this with all of your tasks? So let me show you my timetable. And I printed this out from Google Calendar, which means I have it on my phone, on my PC and everything. I just like to have it on paper too. Basically, as you can see, we have every single task that I need to do logged out. We have school taking up 40% of my week, and it might seem like a lot, but there's not that much stuff in here. Basically, my workouts, tennis, running, and the gym is blue. I have my deep work blocks in red. I don't know why it should be red, now it's orange. Basically, these are like my YouTube deep work blocks. You have my commutes, my extra time is yellow. Studying, educating, watching YouTube videos, learning is all here, it's purple. The breaks for eating are green. You can't even see it. The point is there's not that many tasks, like you don't have to go crazy with this. The point isn't to make one that is super extreme. It's actually to just make one that is productive, but you can also maintain. And the best benefit is that I never have to think about what I need to do, and I never get into some distractions because I always have something productive to do. And just think about how many brain points and how many decisions I save with this calendar. So you can make yourself your own on Google Calendar or like Apple Calendar, whatever it is. You're no longer gonna have to think, you're just gonna have to take action. Okay, so before I leave you, I just wanted to tell you about the Eisenhower's matrix. It's a very simple concept. It sounds like super weird. It's very simple. Let me just put it on the screen right now. And this will help you change how you prioritize every single task, which in turn will then help you focus on what matters. Basically, with every task, you need to ask yourself just 2 simple questions. Firstly, is it important? And second, is it urgent? If it's important and it's urgent, then it's a number 1 priority. Get that thing done right now. If it's important but it's not urgent, then make sure you find a time for it, but only after the important and urgent task has been cleared. For example, if you have a YouTube channel, then making a new video is an extremely important task. But if you just uploaded a video yesterday, then you might have some other tasks which are just as important but a little more urgent. So find a time for it, but for now it can wait. Just make sure that this doesn't become procrastination. If it's not important but it's urgent, for example, your friend is calling you on Discord if you want to play some games, it's urgent because you have to answer right now. So make sure to have as few tasks as possible in this category because these are the real killers of focus and productivity. Finally, you have the tasks which are neither important nor urgent. You must eliminate these from your life as much as possible because their ROI, their return on investment, is really shit. I've left some timestamps in the video now, so if you feel like rewatching any part later, then you can do so with ease. And I'll give you a bonus because you watched till the end. You're probably wondering, how can I increase my baseline of BP? Because the amount of brain points you start each day with, you can actually increase. And basically, the way to increase your maximum brain points is through health. Better diet, better sleep, better social connections, and better mental health. So sleep is very important. But again, sleep is influenced from diet and mental health. So basically, better health. Just altogether, better health equals more BP every day. I hope I leave you now with some new knowledge. If you think these videos are something you'd enjoy watching, then consider subscribing or at least liking the video, because then the algorithm is gonna recommend you more videos like this instead of just Mr. Beast videos. With that said though, I'd like to thank you again for giving me your time today. Au revoir.